Hey guys, welcome back to another segmented knitting video. This time I am doing the Ballerina Wrap top by Two of Wands. It's a free pattern. It's super cool. I will link it in the description. Everybody should go and make it. And that's me seeing if I have enough yarn to finish my cast on, and I'm just hoping so bad that I do. Spoiler alert, I did not have enough yarn to finish my cast on.
Sound stripe.
I watched one Nimble Needles video where he was doing different cast on methods, and one of the methods he was using two needles like this, and I immediately started using that method and I haven't stopped. But I've only seen it in like that one video. I haven't seen it anywhere else on YouTube. So if anyone else uses this method, they should let me know. I think it's perfect because that first row isn't too tight and you can have a tighter tension with your cast on. Ooh, look at that. I had an inch to spare.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
That's so satisfying. And then, yeah, it's not too tight. You can get your other needle in there. You're not in a big old fight with your yarn.
Sound stripe.
I've really liked this pattern so far. At first I was like, oh man, this is gonna be so quick because that first cast on is just a short little row, and so it feels like you're gonna fly through it, but you end up adding in so many stitches. It's also slow going because you're not knitting in the round, you're knitting flat. So that means purl rows. And anyone who knows me knows that purling takes me like twice as long as knitting. I don't know if anybody catches it because I have the video sped up, but every once in a while I'll go to wrap my yarn and just completely miss and have to go through the motion again. I think I just did it again. Yep, right there.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
I am using the Temu blush pink wool yarn, but I actually think that I don't know if they watched my yarn haul video and decided to change the name, or if I just didn't pay attention in the first place, because they've gone through a name change. Deep Meat Powder. I swear it was blush pink, and now all of a sudden Temu's just on a meat pink kick. I swear they changed the name. I ended up frogging after a couple rows because I realized that I was doing my increases the wrong way. There were like holes, and I was like, something doesn't feel right. So I watched a tutorial, and the lady was like, I should have saved the tutorial. I'll try to link it if I can find it. But she said that if it felt like smooth making the increase, that you were probably doing it wrong, that it should feel a little uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, yep, I'm definitely doing it wrong. And so I decided I'm only a few rows in. I should just frog it and then do a better job, and then I'll feel a lot better. And so that's what I did. So now we're back with round 2, and I'm a few more rows in. I had my left leaning, this side, this left, I think this is the left leaning. Yeah, the left leaning decreases, I had them just fine, but the right leaning decreases, you have to like wrap them over the front instead of over the back. And so I was doing the right ones in the same fashion that you would do the left ones, and that was what was creating the gap.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
I am using Lantern Moon brand knitting needles. I really like them. They have a swivel where they attach to the cords, and it's so handy.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
It's been super nice to use a larger diameter knitting needle than the 2 millimeters that I've been dealing with. it it almost feels like clunkier, but it's been such a big difference, a drastic change.
Sounds dread.
I don't think it's any faster, but it's a lot easier on my tendons.
Sounds dread. Sounds dread. Sounds dread.
I really like this pattern designer. I like the way that she's put together the sizes for all of these patterns, or I guess just this pattern specifically. She's got like a different instruction for each size, and so it feels like she put like real work into making sure
Sounds dread.
that it'll fit your size. And I don't know, every time I'm scrolling through Pinterest and see a really cool pattern and I click on it, it's usually this Two of Wands. So definitely go check her out. She's got a bunch of different kinds of patterns, and I'm really sold on this one so far.
Sounds dread. Sounds dread.
I am still very much a beginner, but I do think that my speed is starting to increase just a little bit. It feels really nice. Like the further I get into a project, the faster I start going. I'm still super beginner. I've only made a few things,
Sounds dread.
but I still can't seem to
Sounds dread.
figure out how to like wrap a tension with my fingers like how you would with crochet. Just have to sit and manually wrap it. I even try to later on in the video and it just like doesn't work out for me. I have to just go back to the way I'm doing it.
Sounds dread. Sounds dread. Sounds dread. Sounds dread.
I am kind of worried that where I've become set in this way of
Sounds dread.
wrapping my needle with my yarn, that I'm not going to be able to pick up a different method, and I'm just going to be so set into doing it this way that I'm never going to be able to learn another way.
Sounds dread. Sounds dread.
Nobody come after me about my orange peel fingernails. I know. I mentioned it in my last video. My mom keeps roasting me about it. And I do end up painting my nails, and you can still see my orange peel stains all over my fingers. If anybody went to high school with me, they, at the breakfast table or in the cafeteria, I guess, for breakfast, they made you take a fruit, and if you didn't want it, then you could just put it in a bowl for like whoever else to pick up. And I would fill up my backpack with oranges and eat oranges all day. I'd be going into like the period right after lunch, and I'd have people in my class be like, please give me some oranges. And it kind of felt like a Napoleon Dynamite kind of thing where he's like, give me some of your tots. Except for people were just asking me for oranges. And now that I think about it, I would carry a spoon around and I would peel them with a spoon. That way my hands didn't get all stained up in the middle of class, because you can't just go wash your hands. So if your hands get covered in orange juice, then you're kind of just stuck with orange juiced hands. So I'd carry a plastic spoon and a backpack full of oranges, and I would peel my oranges with my plastic spoon. I think at this point in my progress, I'm like 20 minutes per row. Like in the beginning when I was like, oh, I'm gonna fly through this, and now it's taking me like a week to do 5 rows. I do have to say that I think the pink yarn on the black needles just looks so slick. I think at this time when I'm filming, my oldest kid is out of the house, and then my youngest kid is taking a nap. And it is like the most peaceful bit of time that I've had in so long. All of the increases land a little differently depending on your row, but some rows you're increasing 10 stitches at a time, and so it doesn't feel like much when you're going through the knit row, but then you have to go through the purl row with 10 more stitches than last time, and it is like so grueling.
Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
This is where I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm trying to do wrapping around my finger and it just doesn't feel like it's working, and it doesn't feel any faster. I don't know. If anybody has any like helpful tips or like tutorials, maybe I'll give it a shot. Let me know in the comments.
Soundstripe. 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 Soundstripe.
I do like the way the increases make the fabric look. Like, I like the way it kind of makes that V formation going outward. 10 out of 10, super pretty. It looks really good. It's crazy how just making your increases lean a specific direction changes the whole look of the garment.
Soundstripe. Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
Yeah, so this row took me this long, and the filming is sped up, and I only increased like 4 stitches on this row. So it is a long haul project. I was expecting it to be a little bit quicker, but I am excited for the overall result. So I'm complaining, but I'm not complaining. I don't mind putting in the hard work and time and effort. I think that it's so pretty. I love the color. I'm really scared I'm gonna run out of yarn. That right there is where I've had to change yarn. I have 10 skeins of this yarn, and I think wherever I'm at right now, I think I'm breaking into my 5th one, and I'm not halfway through the shirt. I have the flash on for this because my phone was making a weird shadow. I don't think that the pink is quite so bright, but that's why it looks like it's so bright. I feel like it's always so exciting to drop your stitch marker and also to separate sleeves because you get to take off all of those stitches and then it feels like you move just a little bit faster. I'm once again using this method for holding your live stitches that I saw on Pinterest. I don't know if I'm actually doing it right. I watched the video one time, but it's worked out so fine so far. So even if I'm not doing it right, it still works. This is the cable cast on method for underarms. That's what I am creating right now, is some underarms. I am such a hit or miss with this method, but it's the only one that I have like memorized. But man, sometimes it is so hard for me to get those stitches on there. I don't know why, but it is so hard for me to count how many stitches that I cast on, because I lose track as I'm going because it takes me so many tries. And then I don't know why, but counting them back is a struggle for me. I'm sure I'll get better as I go. I've only done this a couple times now. Yeah, just a weird little thing. I know that the video is sped up, but I just feel like my knitting is so much faster, and I just really want that to be that my skill is improved, but it could also just be that my video is sped up. If you've made it this far, remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the pattern so far.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
I probably should have used a smaller millimeter crochet hook, but this one was just calling to me from the pile. It's such a pretty color. I don't know why.
Sound stripe. 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 Sound stripe.
Now that I've mentioned holding my tension with my fingers like I do with crochet, and I'm watching myself crochet, I feel like my finger is like super far away from my hook. And I've seen videos where people can keep their finger like right on top of their work right there, and I just can't make it work.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
Notice the orange peel stained fingers, Mom.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound
See, I'm just so unsure whether to count that very, very next stitch over. I don't know why I get so tripped up on it, but I just counted that like 4 times.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
I am hoping to get at least a part 2 out next week. I'm hoping to finish it within the next 2 weeks. Here's to hoping. But yeah, this is where we landed on this one, was just right at the bottom of these sleeves. Catch me back next week to see some more progress. Hopefully I'll finish it. We'll see. But anyway, this is what it looks like tried on. It ain't much, but I'm hoping it goes by a little quicker now that my sleeves are separated. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys next week.